Alps unveil a stunning view. Traveler's journey starts. Alps backdrop. Lone traveler's trek. High on a snow-capped peak, a monastery stands as a beacon of hope amid the harsh, unforgiving landscape. In the heart of a crumbling monastery, shadowed by the cloak of night, a hooded figure engages in a macabre ritual. Under the dim and flickering candlelight, a spiral symbol is carved with brutal precision into the flesh of a forearm. Their faces gaunt from starvation, the devoted chant in Latin, their voices resonating with blind faith and desperation. The heavy air reeks of burnt herbs and sweat, a palpable manifestation of desperation, and the dark faith of the Ordo Luminis Obscurati. In the serene monastery library, Father Ignatius meticulously crafts the ladder of flames. His quill dances across parchment, giving form to words which express extreme physical suffering can burn away illusion. He argues that extreme physical suffering can burn away illusion, granting direct access to divine truth. Father Ignatius embarks on a transformative odyssey across the European countryside, shedding the shackles of his past. He courageously immerses himself in radical philosophies, challenging the very foundations of his former existence. Each encounter ignites a spark of intellectual awakening, illuminating his path with newfound understanding. Each scene captures a moment of philosophical exploration as he grapples with profound questions that reshape his worldview. In the monastery chapel, a nightmarish ritual unfolds as monks, lost in religious fervor, flagellate themselves with unbridled ecstasy. The air crackles with the sound of whips tearing flesh, a symphony of pain and devotion echoing through the sacred space. Amidst the chaos, Ignatius proclaims, "The greatest truths are written in fire and blood." Their laughter reverberates through the chapel, a chilling chorus of madness and religious zeal. In the dimly lit monastery chamber, a young initiate, weakened by fasting, sits on the floor. His emaciated form and pallid complexion bear witness to the grueling ordeal of the 40 nights. Beside him, a bowl of hallucinogenic mushrooms suggests a perilous journey into the depths of the mind. His eyes, wide and unfocused, burn with a feverish intensity, hinting at visions beyond the veil. In a moment of ecstatic delirium, the initiate proclaims, "I see them, angels, radiant and glorious." Under the cloak of night, initiates gather in a dimly lit tattoo room, ready to etch sacred geometry onto their skin, embracing the pain as a gateway to mental clarity. With unwavering focus, a tattoo artist begins the intricate work, the needles piercing dance a testament to the members' commitment to enlightenment. Each stroke of the needle inflicts searing pain, yet the initiates remain steadfast, their eyes fixed on a higher plane as they transcend the limits of physical sensation. In the crucible of pain, the mind sharpens, unveiling hidden truths and unlocking dormant potential as the initiates ascend to a state of heightened awareness. In the depths of the torture chamber, followers are suspended from iron hooks, their bodies bearing the marks of the chains of revelation. Amidst the agonizing tableau, some succumb to infection, their lifeblood draining away into the darkness. Yet, in the heart of torment, there are those whose eyes blaze with fervor, claiming to behold God in the throes of agony. The chamber resonates with the echoes of suffering, a symphony of agony and devotion intertwined in an unholy sacrament. Within the hallowed halls of the monastery laboratory, Ignatius orchestrates a mystical fusion of Catholic liturgy, alchemy, and early psychology. With unwavering focus, Ignatius meticulously charts the order's rituals, weaving a tapestry of ancient traditions and arcane knowledge. Amidst the sacred space, the air is thick with the scent of incense and the quiet hum of arcane energies. As Ignatius shapes the destiny of the order, flickering candles cast eerie shadows across the monastery dining hall, where a noblewoman recounts her mystical experience to a circle of monks. With hushed tones and dramatic gestures, the noblewoman shares her ethereal journey of fasting and transcendence. She whispers, "After days of fasting, I felt a lightness I had never known," her voice echoing in the silent hall. Her voice trembling with awe, she reveals, "On the seventh day, I walked through walls, painting a picture of the impossible, the noblewoman concludes. It was the only way I can describe it, leaving the monks in contemplative silence. In the serene heart of the monastery chamber, a lone figure sits, enshrouded in the gentle embrace of candlelight, seeking solace in a profound trance. As visions flood his mind, a look of intense concentration etches across his face, hinting at the profound journey into the depths of his consciousness. In his trance, he sees the vibrant streets of Vienna, teeming with life, soon to be ravaged by a deadly cholera outbreak, a haunting premonition of impending doom. The details are vivid, the suffering palpable, as he witnesses the horrifying transformation of Vienna into a city of despair and desolation, a chilling glimpse into a future marred by tragedy. Under the solemn gaze of the heavens, the ancient monastery courtyard transforms into a stage of despair as the teenage countess lies still, an offering on a makeshift altar. Flickering candlelight dances ominously around the countess, casting long, distorted shadows that amplify the family's sorrow and the monk's hushed unease. The countess' noble family stands as statues of sorrow, their faces etched with a harrowing blend of grief and barely restrained fury, a silent testament to their torment. A ripple of whispers courses through the assembled monks, their hushed voices weaving a tapestry of fear and uncertainty in the charged air. The air crackles with an almost palpable tension, as if the very stones of the monastery hold their breath, awaiting a revelation that could shatter the silence. Within the solemn monastery meeting room, flickering torches cast an eerie dance of shadows, as tension coils around the assembled monks. Expressions tighten, fists clench, and the air vibrates with unspoken dissent, as visible signs of discord ripple through the assembly. Murmurs escalate into heated shouts, fracturing the unity as splinter groups emerge, and the unthinkable ritual suicide is whispered among them. High above the bustling St. Peter's Square, Pope Pius IX emerges onto a Vatican balcony, his face a mask of grim resolve. With hands raised to the heavens, Pope Pius IX declares, "The order is Satan's mockery of Christ's passion." His damning words echo across the square, an ominous decree that the order is Satan's mockery of Christ's passion. Under the vast sky, the group disappears into the majestic Alps, seeking refuge from relentless authorities. The towering peaks offer both sanctuary and challenge as the group ventures deeper into the wilderness, their determination etched against the backdrop of snow-capped summits. Surrounded by the serene yet imposing grandeur of the Alps, the group seeks solace in the silent, watchful embrace of nature. In the hallowed halls of Freud's office, the air crackles with intellectual tension as he delves into the order's enigmatic rituals. A labyrinth of pain and transcendence unfolds before Freud's discerning gaze, revealing the order's darkest secrets. The link between suffering and spiritual awakening becomes the nexus of Freud's exploration, challenging the very foundations of the human psyche. Within the hushed halls of the art gallery, symbolist visions unfold, portraying martyrdom as an intoxicating blend of the erotic and the divine. Inspired by whispers of ancient orders, the canvases pulse with a provocative spirituality, challenging the boundaries of faith and desire. Each brushstroke seems to whisper secrets, inviting viewers into a world where suffering and ecstasy dance in delicate harmony. On a mountain peak, a lone base jumper stands poised, the wind a symphony around him. Gazing at the world below, a serene expression paints his face, embodying a spiritual high. In a moment of transcendent calm, he embodies a secular echo of Ignatius' Creed, pushing the boundaries of human potential. Online forums ignite with the glow of neo-ascetic groups, championing controlled suffering as a path to enlightenment. Digital banners flash and notifications erupt, piercing the digital darkness with enticing promises of transformation through pain. In the sterile psychiatrist's office, a chilling depth lurks within Dr. Elias Brandt's eyes, casting a cold shadow over what should be a sanctuary. Dr. Elias Brandt observes, "Humans need meaning." He continues with, "For some, agony is easier to bear than emptiness." In the dimly lit monastery chapel, a flashback unfolds, revealing a ritual steeped in ancient mystery. The sonorous declaration echoes through the sacred space. Pain is not a test, it is a tool. The ritual intensifies, pain and purpose converging in a moment of stark revelation. In the monastery library, Ignatius contemplates radical philosophies amidst towering shelves of ancient texts. His brow furrowed in thought. Ignatius questions, why must all faiths equate suffering with holiness? He challenges the foundations of belief, wondering, is joy not a path to enlightenment? In the monastery chamber, an initiate writhes in torment on the frigid stone, his face a mask of agony. His screams echo through the chamber as sweat glistens on his brow, convinced he beholds a vision of divine truth. His face contorted, every muscle straining as he is caught in the throes of religious experience. In the monastery's dining hall, gaunt figures gather around a long wooden table, their faces illuminated by the flickering candlelight. Their voices, hushed and heavy with past traumas, fill the air as they share stories of pain and a fragile hope. Each face, etched with a yearning for peace, seeks solace in the order's promise of enlightenment. In the desolate expanse of the Alps, a lone figure trudges through the snow, his robes a stark contrast to the pristine landscape. Disillusionment etches deep lines on his face as he casts one last, longing glance at the monastery, now a symbol of his fading faith. His desperate escape is violently cut short as two figures emerge from the shadows, their stern faces betraying a grim determination. His protests are silenced as they seize him, their grip unyielding, and drag him back towards the imposing monastery, his fleeting freedom crushed beneath their will. Against his will, he is dragged back towards the monastery, each step further solidifying his captivity. Flickering candlelight casts eerie shadows across the cold stone walls of the monastery chamber, setting a stage for a sinister gathering. A circle of hooded figures kneels in solemn silence, their faces hidden as anticipation fills the air. In the heart of the hallowed chamber, a ceremonial dagger glints ominously, beckoning the unknown. A low chanting fills the air, rising in intensity as the hooded figures prepare to unveil the secrets of their ritual. Amidst the towering Alps, a dark chapter unfolds as authorities descend upon the monastery, poised to unearth the order's unsettling secrets. The sacred halls echo with the weight of discovery as evidence of the order's extreme practices surfaces, shattering the monastery's facade of serenity. The monastery, once a sanctuary, now stands exposed as a testament to the order's fall, its legacy forever stained by the shadows of its deeds. In his dimly lit office, Freud is consumed by thought as he scribbles notes, the scent of old paper and pipe tobacco permeating the air. His brow furrowed in deep concentration, Freud formulates the concept of the death drive, influenced by the order's morbid fascination with suffering. The weight of the order's obsession casts a shadow over Freud's work, intertwining with his groundbreaking theories. In the hushed art gallery, sunlight gently bathes a symbolist painting as a critic meticulously analyzes its depths. With a discerning eye, the critic squints, tilting his head slightly as he absorbs every detail of the canvas. The critic whispers, his gaze tracing the contours of the painting. Lost in contemplation, the critic observes the painting's somber palette and unsettling imagery, noting the distinct influence of the order's macabre aesthetic. High on the mountain peak, the ultramarathoner falters, his weary legs buckling under the strain. Collapsing onto the unforgiving ground, he gasps for air, his body screaming in protest. Yet, amidst the torment, a serene smile blossoms across his face, signaling a transcendent breakthrough. He is lost in the throes of a spiritual high, a moment of pure ecstasy forged from pushing beyond the boundaries of human endurance. In the dim glow of screens, a digital assembly of neo-ascetics converges, their faces illuminated by the relentless stream of text. Their focused eyes reflect the urgent debate on the forum, the looming threat of rampant suffering. Avatars flicker like restless spirits as participants furiously type, painting a harrowing vision of a world engulfed in pain. In the tranquil ambience of his office, Dr. Brandt contemplates the human mind's unsettling capacity to justify its own downfall. Bathed in sunlight, dust motes dance in the air as Dr. Brandt gazes pensively out the window, his eyes reflecting a distant contemplation. In the heart of a crumbling monastery, an aged, hooded figure repeats an ancient ritual, his arm bearing a faded, haunting spiral. The dim candlelight dances across the spiral, now faded with time, yet still pulsing with a dark, lingering energy. The ritual continues, each movement a desperate plea echoing through the desolate monastery, a haunting testament to a vow made long ago. As dawn breaks over the Alps, a solitary figure approaches the desolate ruins of a once sacred monastery. The traveler, weary but resolute, stands before the ancient stone walls, a silent witness to forgotten prayers and shattered vows. In the haunting silence, the wind whispers through shattered windows, carrying tales of devotion and despair from a bygone era. The traveler steps across the threshold, venturing into the heart of the forgotten sanctuary, where echoes of the past linger in the cold mountain air. In the serene hush of the monastery library, a traveler stumbles upon a hidden manuscript. The Ladder of Flames. The pages of the manuscript reveal Ignatius' disturbing philosophy, casting a shadow of unease over the seeker. The discovery sends shivers down the traveler's spine as the unsettling philosophy of Ignatius fills his thoughts. Amidst the towering Alps, a lone traveler stands silhouetted against the sky, contemplating the enigmatic legacy of the Ordo Luminis Obscurati. Wind whispers Ordo's secrets. Some of you recalls ancient power